Good morning. It's Thursday, 5th of February, obviously 2015. Just gone 8:15 in the morning. Right, what are we going to talk about today? I know what I'm going to talk about. So, what it is was, been Skyping with a friend. Talked about him a few times on the internet that I've been doing, and he got reminiscing about his holidays in England, his holidays abroad. You know, the food, the people, the atmosphere, the drink, etc. And I got reminiscing afterwards about the time I went abroad. I've only been abroad once. Coming up 50-year-old, I've only been abroad once. And it was in 2012 when I went to the Rhine Valley in Germany. It's one of these coach holidays, and it was an enjoyable time. Like I said before, when I was talking about the Welsh holidays, what it is with coach holidays, you go down, you have a base, the coach takes you out on holidays, then you have some free time. But yeah, it was great. I mean, to start off with, it was actually getting to the place. Called the coach locally, went down to what they call the interchange. What happens is the feeder coaches go in to this interchange place. I can't remember where it was. It's right down south. They sort the bags out to the coaches that you're going to be on. You get on the coach, then you go on your holiday. Down south, near Dover. I had to go to Dover, because going to Germany, you got to cross the English Channel. This sea was a bit rough. It's a case of whoa, whoa, whoa. The stomach kept going. Bleh. Didn't throw up, so it was all right. Once I got to Calais, fine. I was perfectly all right. You know, 5 minutes, 10 minutes after getting off the ferry, brilliant. Then we went through France, through Belgium, into Germany. The problem is we did the whole journey. So we left the local pickup point at 6 o'clock in the morning, got to his hotel at 12 o'clock at night. Well, no, not 12 o'clock at night, because you have to put your watch forward an hour. So it was 1 o'clock in the morning when we got there. UK time, leaving, getting there, 12 o'clock at night. So 18 hours. 18 hours. It was alright travelling while it was light, because you're looking out the window and going, ooh, what's that? Ooh, what's that? Get to night time, you can't see anything. By the time we got there, we were ready. So basically, upstairs, bed. Then we had trips out. Some of the local villages, up the Lorelei, the famous Lorelei Rock. As I remember, the legend is the sea nymph, river nymph lived up here. She fell in love with the mortal, he jilted her. She took her revenge by luring people into the rocks, the boats onto the rocks. A king sent somebody out to kill her. She realised she weren't going to do it. She dove off the rock into the river, killed herself. As I understand it, basically that's sort of the legend of the Lorelei. Place near there, Rudolfsheim. We stayed in Asmenhausen. Next village down is called Rudolfsheim. Got the famous Christmas shop there, Karth Voighand, I can't pronounce his name. Beautiful Christmas shop. obviously open all year round, but they do a lot of handmade Christmas decorations. The proper wooden decorations with all the expensive baubles, not real glass. Knock a display over and you need a few £100 in your pocket. Well, a few hundred euro in your pocket. Then we went to Heidelberg, and then on the Friday we came back. On the way back we stopped in Belgium, so we did have an overnight stay. Then Saturday through France onto the ferry back home. Very enjoyable time. Beautiful country, the Rhine Valley. Anybody that wants to go to Germany and see lots of castles and lots of villages I can recommend the Rhine Valley. So that was the gist of the holiday. Talking about the food was absolutely fantastic, I thought. Notice how I said I thought. We did have some moaners on the coach. Did not like the food because, and I quote, it's foreign food. You're going to Germany. It's a different country. They are going to serve you the food that they have in their country. One of them said, oh, because we're English tourists, I thought they would have done some English food. Meals were brilliant. Fantastic. The breakfasts, they had cereals and bread that you can do with toast. Then they had this, basically, like kettle. There was like a scrambled egg with ham in, but the egg was spiced up, so it's warm and it was fit and filling. I ended up most mornings doing a couple of slices of toast and banging this on top. Set you up for the day. So yeah, we had the moaners. Then again, you get on every trip. Then there was them that moaned about the trips themselves. There's one day that the driver cannot drive. By law, he cannot drive. He's got to have a day off. So he said, oh, well, if anybody wants to go out, I'll arrange train tickets. We'll go out to, I'm sure it's Lutz. I put it down L-U-D-T-Z. I'm sure it's that. And on the way back, we'll go to Rudolfsheim. But it'll cost you, I think, €5 or something like that. It wasn't expensive. People moaned. Oh, well, we've already paid for the trips, blah, blah, blah. We paid the... No, you paid for the trips that was in the brochure. This was an extra trip. That day was a free day to do whatever you wanted. You couldn't really stop in Asmenhausen. It's basically one street, that's it. Oh, excuse me, got an itch. So, some stopped there and pissing and moaning. We went up and had a fantastic day. And then it's like when we went to Heidelberg. The trip is to Heidelberg. But anybody that wanted to go to the castle could go to the castle, but there was an entrance fee. He would arrange the tickets for the entrance fee. People moaned about that. Well, but like we said to him, no, the trip's to Heidelberg. It's not to the castle. If you want to go and see the castle, you've got to pay an entrance fee. Sounds logical? We didn't bother about that. We weren't bothered about going to see the castle. The highlight in the castle is a great big vat, wine vat. I don't know what to mention. It's supposed to be the biggest in the world, so probably 10, 15 foot high by 15 foot. Not sure the dimensions. But from what I can gather, it would hold a few litre of wine. Hey Joe, can you fit that in your house? Say if you keep going out to the Walmart and buying it. Probably ought to build one. But yeah, they were brilliant. All these trips out, and it's first time. Like I said, it's the first time I've been abroad. On the way back, we did stop at the men. We'd been in Brussels. We did go and see the Menai Gate, the great big war memorial for the First World War. And it's quite humbling when you walk in and you just see these marble slabs with just name after name after name after name after name. Then you go around a corner and there's name. It's a bit emotional seeing it, and I hope the pictures have come out okay. Didn't have a video camera at that time, only took photographs, and it's that rubbishy camera that I'm going to change. But I'm going to upload a lot of pictures. After this little chat, upload a lot of pictures. Also, I've included some copyright-free music before anybody whinges and moans. It's copyright-free. Can only be used, like on the Wales video, for stuff that you're not doing for commercial reasons. This is not commercial, not asking for money, copyright-free. But yeah, we saw this. Sea crossing bike was brilliant. Calm as a bell. No problems, no stomach problems or anything. So yeah, it was a good week. Talk about a couple of the photos I've took. The first one is, I think it's in the Asmenhausen part. You see a barge going up the river, because it is a commercial river. They use it for transporting goods. There's also the pleasure barges going up and down, the big river cruisers that start right up the source of the Rhine, which is, I think, Sweden, way on Switzerland, way on, somewhere up there. It goes all the way through to the sea. Probably a 2-week cruise. But these barges come up and you'll see on top of the barge a car. Just a normal car. And we saw quite a few of these barges going up like that. Anyway, we asked somebody, what are they doing with the car on? He says, well, because they load up down in Rotterdam. Says they go up the Rhine to wherever they're going. He says it could be a 2-3 day journey. Maybe even 4 or 5 day journey, depending how far they go up. And they unload. But all because the barges are so full, it could take a day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days to unload the barge. So they've got the car on, a crane picks the car up, they've got a special crane to pick the cars up, takes it off, plonks it on the ground, the people go in the car, go where they want. If there's a festival nearby, go and see the festival, go and do the shopping, whatever. Come back, they pick the car up, put it on the barge for on the journey back. Gets to Rotterdam, what they do, the cars took off while they load the cargo onto the barge. They go off and do whatever they want. Come back, the car's lifted. Sounds a good idea. Saves having to have 2 cars, one in Rotterdam and wherever they're going. They might have to go 1 week, one place, another week, another place. And on the river cruise, you'll see a barge and you'll see how heavy they're loaded down. Because there's water's actually going over the lip of the barge. So they're pretty full. And these barges go up and down all the time. Carrying all sorts. I saw a lot of barges going up carrying coal. Stuff like that. So that's about the barges. I think it's in the Bopper. Well, I took a photograph of a telephone booth. Why is he taking a photograph of a telephone booth? It's a British telephone booth. The archetypal red telephone booth. When we scrapped them off, Ballersvik, Germany bought them all and using them. The one in the photograph, I should have took a closer photograph. I'm sure instead of saying ER, instead of meaning Elizabeth Regina, said GR, George Regina, Queen Elizabeth's father. Talk about recycling. The other bit, which I found funny, I did take a couple of photographs of it, was a Woolworths store. I don't know if other countries have Woolworths and stuff like that. I think it originated in America, I'm not sure. But the big Woolworths chain closed in England. They basically went bankrupt. They tried to specialise and diversify, and it didn't work. They got a bit above themselves, and basically they got slapped down, started losing money, and anyway, they went bankrupt and closed down. I was just surprised seeing Woolworths in Germany, and they were packed. They were absolutely... We went into one, and it was packed. I bought some stuff simply because to get a Woolworths back, because I'm sure when I came home and told people about it, they wouldn't believe me, and I could say, look, they have Woolworths. Same sort of rubbish that you used to have in England, but they kept to the original idea of it, and it worked. So yes, it was a brilliant week, and that did really get me hooked on the coach holidays. I said this was 2012. I didn't have one in 2013 because I was having some work done on the house. 2014 went to Wales. This year, going to Cornwall, Newquay. So I'll be taking some photos and some videos of that trip. But like I said, we were just talking, and he was reminiscing. I have forgotten something. The alcohol. The hotel we stayed at, they had a quite good rule. If you was a resident of the hotel, when it came to beer, when it came to wine, when it came to soft drinks, you could drink as much as you like and you would not be charged a penny. Came to spirits, and I think it was coffee, you had to pay for. People moaned about that. They're getting beer free all night, and not because they wanted a brandy at the end of the night, they had to pay for it, they objected. All night. There were some nights I didn't exactly walk straight. It was called that. No, probably walked twice the distance to get to my room. But there was a fantastic barman called Ziggy. Great out. There's pictures of him. Great out there. Looks like a wild man. He was bonkers. As soon as you finished, you have no... But he was obsessed with... we went in beginning of September. He was obsessed with Christmas. His little bar area is the ones with all the football scarves in. Had Christmas tree all year round. You go in and they say, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, you drink. Yeah, okay. By the end of the week, you got used to him. He was screw loose. But you were great. Fantastic. One night I went in and I think it was the night we went to Rudesheim. There's pictures there, the function there. And I came back, I fancied a brandy. England, nice brandy, he said. He went, no. You no drink, right? You don't. Like, and he poured himself a drink and necked it. What we say, necked it down in one. You do, dear. So I did it. I thought, whew, that's nice stuff. No, you not do it right. And he went and fetched me another one. Didn't have to pay for it. Fetched me. He went, 1, 2. We're talking a triple. No, you drink it. So I thought, well, I'm going to have to drink it back since it's... But boy. Next morning, I didn't wake up with actual hangover, but I felt a bit lightheaded, should we say. brilliant bloke, fantastic, terrific guy. And I says we had this drinking session at Rudesheim at a pub there. We were took out one night. You'll see a bloke holding a glass, and the glasses are shaped like women's figures, or you could have a boot. And we're talking big glasses here. At night, they do a speciality there. Their local brand is called Asbach Ultra. And they did an Asbach Ultra coffee. Again, there's a picture. Brilliant how they did it. Got a brown sugar cube, put in this bottom coffee. Brandy, again, must have been a double or a treble. Then they set fire to it, and you're thinking, hang on a minute, you're burning me drink there. But what they do is they pour the coffee on while the brandy's burning. Of course, the coffee puts the brandy out. Then they put cream on. Now, I'm not just talking pouring cream, I'm talking whipped cream. Not just $1, $2, about $6 of cream on. Then grated chocolate on top. You'll see the picture of it. It does look nice, I can tell you now. I could have easily sat there for the rest of the night drinking them. So smooth. And the brandy is, Asbach brandy. Asbach. If anybody wants nice brandy, very smooth, can highly recommend that. Then I took some pictures of the toilet. Why is he taking pictures of toilets? It's a famous landmark in Rudesheim, in this pub. They've got these special tiles on, and again, you'll see the pictures. The problem is, because the women had heard about this, they wanted to have a look at it. So the bloke had to wait at the door to stop people, just to make sure there was nobody inside having it. And a bunch of women walk in to look at these tiles. I'm trying to think, like I was talking about 2.5 years ago now. But yeah, it was a brilliant day. You had the whinges and moaners, like I says. But these sort of holidays, you get more. Some moaning about the food. Yeah, it's foreign food. Well, you're in a foreign country. If you wanted British food, you should have stopped at home. Then people moaning about paying for the extra trips or the extra sides. The answer was, well, you've got a choice, you either pay for them or don't. It's like the river cruise. That was extra. Wasn't part of the trip, but it's arranged. And it does actually state in the brochure, if you want this river cruise, you have to pay. So, again, I don't think it was all that expensive. It was only about €10. And it was like a 3-4 hour cruise down the Rhine. Going past all these castles. All the way down. And then you go around the bend into the countryside, and then you go into the built up areas of the cities. Past the bridge of Remagen. Famous bridge at Remagen. Down into where we were again picked up by the coach from. But yes, it was a good holiday, quite enjoyable. And I just got thinking about it after speaking to Joe Kersey, where he was reminiscing about his holidays in England. I thought, well, yeah, I went abroad once and got thinking about that. So I thought, why not do a bit talk about it, get the pictures together, put a bit of music to it, upload it, and let people see it. Besides that, I have to say, probably speak to you again soon.